Pararoos' heart pulses through their captain David Barber and his deputy Chris Pine, who've been with the side throughout its entire 18-year history.
Being part of the Pararoos program for the better part of half of my life has really meant everything to me.
It's helped define the person I am today. You know, life has its challenges. Sometimes you doubt yourself, and this sport really just helps reinforce everything that I believed was in already.
Cover your crystal eyes and feel the tones that tremble down your spine.
In late 2013, the Pararoos' future was bleak when the government cut their $175,000 funding, signalling the end of the program.
The team has become my family over the years. The coaches, the managers, the players, their families. You know, it becomes an extended family, and you know, to lose part of that is a massive loss. You feel it like a personal loss, as if it's a loss of a loved one. It
was absolutely devastating when it happened. When we found out that the funding was cut, and then it was a good 18 months. We didn't know where we stood, so you know I was living with a couple of the boys at the time, and we were just sort of training, but we had no goal, and there was nothing really to strive for. There was just there's hope really.
Now go.
Their resurrection came in March with a new funding model based on public donations channelled through the Australian Sports Foundation. And their return has made a huge impact on new players like 19-year-old Zach Jones, who suffered a brain injury 4 years ago after a skateboarding accident when he wasn't wearing a helmet.
I had a really a rough patch, and Mum was trying to do heaps of sports, and I picked football, and I was really enjoying it.
When Zach suffered his brain injury, he became really depressed. He didn't want to go out of the home much at all, and he basically sat at home. He was really in quite a bit of a hole. It took a lot of effort to get him out. He knew he was a little bit different, but he just couldn't put a finger on it, and he just felt like he just didn't fit in. Out on the soccer field, he just feels, like part of a team. He feels that he's contributing to, a goal, and it's given him hope. And he's just thrived since taking up football.
Well done, Zach.
Zach spent a month on life support after his accident. Now, with his international debut looming at the World Championships, the Pararoos jersey signifies his lifeline.
I actually had a dream with something around football, and ever since, I was just cracked down off that goal and trying to see if it's a real deal or not. If it is, then yeah, I'm lucky to actually train with the Pararoos.
At one stage he couldn't walk or talk, and the doctors were really, giving us really grave information. So to see him out and about and now to represent his country, I'm just so proud.
Tammy will be there in England when the Pararoos face a massive challenge in taking on world number 1 Russia and fellow heavyweights Ireland and Portugal in the group stage.
All right, on the inside of the foot now.
We might be the outsider, but I think Aussie teams are known for punching above their weight, and it's a tradition now for the Matildas, the Socceroos, to be in the group of death, and we're certainly in that one as well. We haven't beaten any of these teams for the last 12, 13 years, but we're very, very confident.
Look for some space.
The prize on offer is immense. If they finish in the top 8, they'll qualify for next year's Rio Paralympics and make their first appearance at the sports showpiece since Sydney 2000.
Luckily enough, myself and the vice-captain, we've been to an Olympics, but the rest of these guys haven't, and we want them to feel that same amazing feeling that goes with it. It's the elite of the elite, and that's where we want to be.
To be able to pass that on and know this and know what it feels to go like to be able to go to a Paralympics, and then know what it would feel like for these young boys behind me is just it's extremely significant, and I really want it for the boys. I want it for myself, but I also want it for the squad.
Cover your crystal